A Ghanaian man that survived Ghana Must Go back then in the 80s in Nigeria voiced out what they passed through in the hands of Nigerians back then. According to him, he stated clearly that had it been that Ghanaians started to retaliate just the way Nigerians treated them back then, no one in Ghana, no Nigerian in Ghana will survive this. I don't really know that Ghana Must Go issue that happened back then was this serious, not until I listened to him. Make sure you grab your tissue because you are going to weep. I went through the comment section of this video. A lot of Ghanaians were seen crying. Even some Nigerians were like, they didn't know that it was this bad. Let's take it down to the videos, and I would like you to tell me what you think in the comments. Disclaimer, this video does not in any way promote conflict. This is really for educational purposes and, of course, creating awareness on the recent trends happening on social medias. Watch these videos.
From 85, that time, where Buhari and Idi Agbon can't drive us for Ghana Must Go. So that Ghana Must Go was so strict to extent that Buhari was announced in the radio station. Anybody sees that you harbor any Ghanaians or any aliens in your house, in your company, they will seize your company or they seize your house because all of them were afraid. So because of that, we're ready to go. How can we go? Okay, one day we did Ajawa State, we group ourselves Ghanaians. How we go do? Where we go? Hide. Some people say, let's go up here. So Kwara State, some push they there. Police come surround us. They carry us. In Ghanaians, many, let's say in thousands of Ghanaians, they put us for trailer. One big trailer. Go dump us. Cross the semi-border. Go dump us for Cotonou, bury ground. And the bury ground be like the whole island. The bury ground. Very big place near sea. Be like the whole island. You go dump us there. So they go dump us there. And they dump us there. Nigeria soldiers cross near semi-border there. You cannot cross them. Come inside, come and buy food. Whereby we host, everybody hosts more money. Cotonou soldiers also block, let's say, from here to Ajah side. So you cannot cross them too. Go Cotonou, go buy food. So we there inside murder, under coconut. Every day we they eat coconut, morning, afternoon, evening. Fresh one, dry one. Fresh one, dry one. Crying for God. Where our help from? Is it how we are going to die? Every morning when you wake up, say, this one die, you. This one, people are crying. And that bury ground, you cannot sleep. Because that big ant, black one, and that red one, where they eat human being, they eat flesh. They there well. So the place where they bury people, where they cemented it, now that place will give breastfeeding mother, those who born you, we put cloth for them to sleep. But we boys, we carry the coconut branches, the dry one, set fire. We set fire. Different places so that.
I was in the story in the memoir to us, high chairman TV, more subscribe channel like Nebusokun, and Timmy Ungu Nanya Kakraka. That's simple. We Ghana Must Go, a Kwanya Ghana for a fast on Bedu Ghana, and as a Nigeria for fast on Pamma, Ghana Mumbidu or Maiso. Nanso so ye Nigeria Must Go, the Mama Wabi say, Omunkoda. I'm a cocaine, same support Nigeria for there be me support woman. By yen shocking you fast or more Pamo Ghana for a ho. Yes, soon as a president in Rabontin and come make a binch, a president Babontin, or say there's no mass deportation. Yen deport will be I am Pambo be I said in Ghana Must Go. No, yen me Nigeria Must Go. That's simple. Is it the Muslim in Nigeria? Majiatum, me Iboni, Majiatum, but me, I'm a Ghanaian. Listen, we analysis are a daho. And I say story daho actually say and a Ghana for fast will be do a Macon Ghana. And I say Nigeria for a fast on Pam Ghana for ama ye buy a memoir. I want to so that be way. Abuzia memoir story no. Aha chairman TV. But more than subscribe channel like Nebusokun Ngu na intiminya kakraka. It is what it is. Yenko na yenkuti stories no embra. Na excuse. Yakoni ba na makasa. This is grade mumpu ni mahwe cause Muni menya edu we kind of catch Ghana for mpu but rather Ghana for them kontokwa
the ant can die. So we want to sleep. If you want to sleep, we just stand up, just go for coconut tree. You stand for coconut tree because you cannot sleep for ground like that. We suffer. We slept very gun there for good 2 weeks, playing some pastors there every day, every night they go around. Let's play. How God will hear our prayer. It's more than Egypt. Israel from Egypt coming to Canaan land. It's only the Red Sea we can say we cannot cross. It's more than that. Many people die. many people born. From one day, that 2 weeks time, one day, we see one Airbus, Army Airbus, that's a plane, big one, rolling with the Ghanaian flag, coming to that place rolling. We don't know how many Ghanaian flag there for, Army Airbus like that, with this rolling for that place. Hey, we carry our hand because coconut plenty. So we follow them, go far, small. Follow them, go far, let's say from Oshodi to Mushi site. We follow them, go far, that place where there is no coconut, but that place be like swamp. Yes, water there small and the poto there. And that place, plane come down. It cannot land inside the poto, it cannot land inside water. So the plane come down, let's say about 3 feet. Come down for 3 feet, hang there. It was shaking like this. And you will see the pilot come outside, not to that our former president, Jerry John Lawrence. He hear our cry. God touch him in Ghana, he hear our cry. He come there with the plane. Then they put small ladder like that. Then they say, call them. We just call them. We hold those people who get belay, they cannot walk now. We call them, we put them first. The plane carry 120 passengers, but they load us about 200. Sitting down there. So wait, I should come back again. You go about 10 or 15 times. Carry all of us, reach Accra. The moment you reach you, they guide us. They don't let anybody go. The moment you reach you, they give you food first. After food, they lead you to one tent. They give you injection, treat you fine. They give you place to sleep. Yes. So by 3 days time, they say, Lawrence, want to come and talk to us. He came there with the people. He said, yes. Who are the Cotonou people? Cotonou people should come like this. Togolese, you come like this. Liberians go like this. Because we are many. We don't know who be who. Not be only Ghanaians. Nigerians carry us drop for burial ground. Brothers and sisters, I slept for burial ground for good 2 weeks. If you see our body, not be small thing. So as you come to us, Cotonou people go like this. You load them for plane, the same plane. You go about 2 times, carry them go. As he come back, carry Togo people, Togolese, go them to Togo. After Togo, they come back, say, who are people from Senegal people. They carry them go. From Cote d'Ivoire people, carry them go, so you remain the Ghanaians. Then the Ghanaians say, if you don't get money to go your village, government bosses, something like BRT, come on, so BRT carry people, they go their villages. So that time, finish. So this how God do for me, but still, struggle continue.
So Nigerians, you people went and carry Ghanaians in Ghana must go about that issue and went and dumped them in burial ground. It's not that you people even dump them in their own country, burial ground. So what were you people expecting? That they will forget? But I thank God Ghanaians, they are not hard on us the way we are hard on them those times. See what you people did to these people. Even pregnant women, they even gave birth to that place. No food, no water. People just dump them in burial ground. Not even in their country. Oh, it's bad now.
When I did explicitly explain everything that transpired when it comes to Ghana must go, to Nigeria must go, this is what actually happened. When history is being told, it must be told the right way. For we criticize the West for telling our history, however sadly, for not explicitly explaining what transpired. This is what transpired in Nigeria must go. The entire Africa was one. When Kwame Nkrumah became the Prime Minister of Ghana, up to when he became president, he called on everyone who had money to come and invest in Ghana, that Ghana was open to the entire Africa and Ghana was open for business and they should come and invest. Nigerians, wealthy businessmen, were of 90% of the investors who moved to Ghana to invest. And the population of Nigerians in Ghana by then were up to 2 million Nigerians living in Ghana out of the 2.5 foreigners living in Ghana by then. But when Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown by Kotoka and the rest, then came Buzia in power as prime minister. When Buzia came, he was a staunch opposition to Kwame Nkrumah. He never liked Kwame Nkrumah and the policies. When he came, the very first thing he did was to dismantle Kwame Nkrumah's policy and brought in the Alien Compliance Order. When he brought in the Alien Compliance Order, this seek to sack every foreigner in Ghana. And he knew quite well that of all the foreigners in Ghana, Nigerians were 90% of them, and they were investors and businessmen. They invested in cocoa, invested in infrastructures, invested in all sorts of business, manufacturing, transportation, you name it. So when he passed this order and he gave them a deadline to leave, the Nigerians had no option But to auction all they had, because they were suppressed by the government, and by then Busia passed this law that no foreigner should be engaged in. About 40 businesses he put down that no foreigner should engage in. So the Nigerians had no option but to leave, and it was a bad time in history. Nigeria had to sell, auction their cars. Nigeria had to auction their houses. Nigeria had to auction their businesses, their farm. Most were not even able to auction their businesses. They left it, and the indigenous Ghanaians took over their businesses, their cocoa farm. They lost their lives in custody, and as a result of this, it affected, traumatized the Nigerians. Just imagine you took huge amount of business and money to invest in Ghana, and even when you are leaving, the hard cash money, that money you were supposed to take, the banks refused to give Nigerians more than £2,000, and these people had hundreds of thousands of pounds in their accounts in Ghana. The banks refused to give money, and these Nigerians were in huge migration crisis. So as this happened, within that period, they were auctioning things in Ghana. Life was good because Ghanaians were rushing, buying Nigerian products as cheap as possible. Everything came down. The moment a Nigerian left, life became hell for Ghanaians. The crisis Ghana faced, the hardship all the way to that of the farming period of Ghana started when Busia passed this alien compliance law. The effect on Ghana when the Nigerians moved out, cocoa price fell. Okay, and also Ghana lost cocoa production from 50% of global production to 30% because the Nigerians were the one doing cocoa farming. The prices of goods doubled because the Nigerians were the ones who made it possible for the prices to be cheap. And when the Ghanaians were left to do businesses, they wanted to be rich as quick as possible and double the prices. And also transportation became a problem because most of the cars were owned by Nigerians. Nigerians had invested in transportation system. So this was a problem. And loss of jobs because the businesses and factories and cocoa business, the farming were operated by Nigerians who had employed people. These people had left and jobs were lost. Okay, businesses collapsed. Ghana was in disarray. This was the start of Ghana problem that finally led to Ghana having famine. We would come to that for a latter part. What was the negative effect on Nigeria? Nigerians died. Yes, people who were in detention because the government held lots of Nigerians, and so some of them died in detention. What again? Nigerians lost houses, lost cars, lost businesses, money. The banks could not allow Nigerians to take more than £2,000 from the bank because they didn't want this money to go. And these Nigerians had hundreds of thousands of pounds in their banks in Ghana. So this was a disaster. This was a problem. When the Nigerians returned, some were hoping to see back their loved ones, but they had only to be greeted by the news that they had died in Ghana. This was a bad thing. Alien compliance law was what led to Ghana to fall in those periods until in the year 1985, when J.J. Rawlings went to Babangida to renew relations with Nigeria. That was when Ghana and Nigeria saw peace. Within this period, there was nothing like peace. So J.J. Rawlings moved to Babangida to make peace. But even when J.J. Rawlings moved to Nigeria, things were worse. Things were terrible for Ghana. Not until when President Kufuor became president of Ghana, year 2001, Kufuor moved to Nigeria, went to Nigeria, and pleaded to the then president of Nigeria, Obasanjo, in the words of President Kufuor, not me, that Obasanjo is a gift to the African continent. Why did President Kufuor say this? Because when the economy of Ghana was in shambles, Ghana went hippie, meaning there was no money in Ghana. When Ghana was scattered, when the ones you call foreign donors, development partners, America, the Britain, you name it, all countries rejected Ghana. Nobody was there to come to the aid of Ghana. But Nigeria, and President Kufuor ran to Nigeria and laid down to Obasanjo. He didn't feel Obasanjo would help to say that, okay, we'll resume supply of gas to Ghana to supply electricity. When he went, Obasanjo surprised him. Obasanjo did not only ask Kufuor that they should resume gas to supply to Ghana immediately, but also push the payments to almost 4 years back and also reduce the price for Ghana. And not only that, Obasanjo actually gave 30 million United States dollar to Ghana to buy cars for the police. I know that money was rejected by Obasanjo in Nigeria because Nigerians were blasting him as the president of Nigeria, but it is true. He helped Ghana. He assembled investors to come to Ghana to invest in Ghana. That is how come the infrastructure of Ghana today, housing, is at its peak, the one of the best in Africa, because the Nigerians came with their wealth, with their money to invest in Ghana, and Ghana is where it is today. And I will tell you, Nigeria has done a lot for Ghana. This I know most Nigerians don't know. That is how come President Kufuor, who ended saying that Obasanjo is a gift to Africa, named from 37 roundabouts, 37 to that of Achimota Forest as Obasanjo Highway in Ghana. This is as a result of the tremendous effort and help, aid from the people of Nigeria, from the government of Nigeria to Ghana to help boost Ghana's economy. This is history. We must not shy away from it. There is so much between Nigeria and Ghana. Why we must put asunder our fight. Why we must put asunder blaming one another. Let me tell you, one of the reasons is Nigeria and Ghana started fighting for AU together with Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone brought this fire to Nigeria, brought it to Ghana, boiled Nigerians and Ghanaians, Nkrumah inclusive. the IT Wallace Johnson and the rest, that you should fight for your independence and let's form Africa Union, which is by then it was Organization of Africa Unity. Nkrumah championed it in Nigeria, but the white man skillfully came to Nigeria and told them, do not allow Ghana to head AU, and they went to Ghana and told them, do not allow Nigeria to head AU. The reason being is they knew these two countries were a powerhouse in Africa. Nigeria had immense wealth, so also is now Ghana. If these two countries could blend their wealth together, I'm telling you, there's no way Ghana and Nigeria combined would not be able to give aid to
the good implements they are bringing into our country. They're just making the country so bad, and then they are making other countries talk bad about Ghana. Meanwhile, that's not how Ghana is.
Free answer. I my way. I need to also let you know. Piano also moko. I know we working in I mean, you put our mouth. Yeah, we are man. Sorry, man, aircon. You show what man or said soldier. Soldier also be your man. Soldier the best. They used to force. I catch him say, "You pen idea for me." Say catch away someone say as I say better. I'm saying the man the fence say the man say and say you go my first of African na Ghana mebonu sa azani for the na shower brand na na the soldier.
Peaceful war about serial killing, any child trafficking, drugs, sex selling products, any body for summer possible. Stop with their man. They say they're going to blast out. I saw your bottom power. But the person is said that Williams, I can walk. I just sorry, I can walk. Takia boy, I can walk. I come up on Reverend Stephen Wicker, I am from Mama, Osofo, Cedar Hills Mountains, as I'm from God. Sir Reverend Stephen Wicker, 8.5, and no protesting. I can soldier for, I'm more, Rasta House. I can buy for more one. And the kind of man, Archbishop, Dr. Emmanuel Yabuana, but Dimu Yapa. But Dimu Yapa. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to they're close to the next time, 2 million. Nigeria. Thank you. But you know, let me say to the camera. You see, I am beyond your thinking. We don't have issue with Nigeria. We are fighting for the nation. We don't have anything.
And I don't know he yemponi fo nim sa story we nyina o onim sa story we da ho nyina the omo kan ni the omo narrate nyina no they know even the hidden ones nyina no yemponi fo they know. But ask yourself, say, have them ever say or more practice this particular thing be ana or practice be? Tinubu etu Bianca amani free Nigeria by any okuje to ablakwa any ye papa his SNS John Drama ni mahama ni team a meeting. I want to abontin say on deport will be one. me se wo na wo comment section na wo di matem ka se Nigeria ni na me nka nokre na me ye bias na ene omotina krom ha ho nsusu anso be chen kure no listen o wako samije tu ablakwa ana mekudito ablakwa foreign minister honorable wako ni page ase akọ tres a comment ne say o Nigeria ni da Sam George yeah papa Sam George Nigeria ni so for what I say mon sorry for the distraction and as it baby bisa you know minyako o me phone back so what I say unko sankrofo we post ase enko twerɛ sa comment no Captain Smart mo kasama for PRO we musi ne hene as a PRO so be kasama ko no unko post ase enko twerɛ so Nigeria ni Sam George asma na American Sam George abegina wo so Nigeria half Ghana half pacho woni Sam George akokontokwa wako twerɛ Sam George comment section say Sam George in Nigeria ni ana me na American no kretwo no ka kire me say me Nigeria ni me mfa ho two Jema mi gift empress obonyom ne ne de pa gagaba ya ngase papa host na doye ati avi de share prekope na wife akoji ahenie bi onkotwere se oye mamofo oyinipa bonini because ono de usuro no ba me de usuro mintin me video you come and write say me ye Nigeria na say me supporting microphone or do I listen to myself and I say me nka sense I know I don't speak sense. Thank you, me da bebre say wo kase I don't speak sense. But let me tell you, your own president, no comment section kwatwere say papa, do be ga bontina wa address say there's no mass deportation. Say what kasa be. And some you can say you can and a president in kasa and a president in yes enye we mamofo. Ade enya mwa mutimi didi mpanifo atam mutimi twe camera mutimi twe mo phone na makwata comment section na ma di mpanifo atam a na sebe paniwe ya abo paniwe this me I won't come and listen I will come and sit here and insult any panimu bia panimu one fan penny nsem amfa ntuni nsem amfa ntuni so amfa ntuni tri so amfa nante na sebe mpani nkran hu se o papa do panimu kare ne ho by ne dibre na odi ni monyam ni di beto fo no be di nsem social media no so de me ba ha me be di ngatemu ba rather me kan de why na de achre no that is what I do my work I won't come and sit me kan meta in Ghana fo mpeni fo mo ya mo sebe mo ya nkwasiafo na yi befo kunkum nipa Nigeria fo kunkum nipa na mo pamo mo ade ntia kokoko na mo ye expose has na ga mo ye demonstration na mo nti Ghana fo YouTube there be you don't do it like that in metana de dipeni bi atem you too have a camera. You have your phone, you can tweet, you can browse, you can do whatever you want to do on your social media platform. You guys have social media platform, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook and other apps. You can go there and do that. But rather, I won't come and sit here and insult opinion with my woman. Opinion and papa, and I'm gonna be a pen on my maybe a pay attempt. But rather, you shed your work grounds near the Casafon. Papa will be a chroma, chuku de Jude, or chroma and net. Obetu MPP aban no ne natena ha 8 years ni yetwa ne yewie ne yakwa aba na abesu ye papa his excellent John Drama ni mahama so no be mass deportation na obeji dimboni o ntie ne ye nti oso onye mass deportation na munya na etena ba de me kan say de omo tena krom ha de a ye putu measures ye ma foreigner hu de dibre wo foreigner no dibre say foreigner no me ye foreigner ni kodi boni a ye be chime tinie foreigner ni kodi boni a ye be chi no okwa Ghana card no kodi boni na ye chi na ni nso okwa Ghana card a ye be jeli no okwa Ghana passport na ye chi ni nso okwa Ghana passport on ye Ghana ni ye be chi no tinie we kan sem go che bibini a bibini say ye npa boni ni we kan sem go che bibini a bibini say ye npa boni ni tio as ye the American when ti nyanti ase it's not like I'm supporting Nigerians and as a Igbo for you but what I'm saying is president say mass deportation ma you know me na etna krom ha nti no me etna krom ha nipa na obeka asem no wo sa adwini say ene me put measures to san crofo ne say oh asimesi na obentin na me no mo etna krom ha so mo ye bone a e be jeli wo mo ye be try say be figure the criminal ones and out na afia ne papa for na ha because you crofo mo bi adwuma krom mo employ Ghana youth me no ni na enuafo ne ye na nanom ne ye ma ne yisabe yenuanom enuama ne enuama no ye adwuma ho no nti safo no me ntimi mpamo mo ti papa we so mpamo mo wa ya de bravo China ne ebi adwuma Ghana ne ye bi Lebanese ne ebi adwuma Ghana ne ye bi Togo ne ebi adwuma Ghana ne ye bi Burkina ne ebi adwuma Ghana ne ye bi Cote d'Ivoire ne ebi adwuma Ghana ne ye bi foreigner bi oye bruni UK America ni abibie dwuma Ghana ha magana from mema ne maya ye bi onpa mo nye den onpa mo ono mo tena ha sei or the measures na begu akwam dipeni no nya sa adwene kan sa asem no obeye sa ade no. So let us demonstrate and tell the person say send na obeye dia enye ye rather go dia na beba mo fiti kan ya kan be 2-3 months na chiri go no mda so omote ha they are here munchen Nigeria ya deport no munchen Nigeria ya deport no ba rather ye cheche omom ye kidnappers ne sa na man romance scam ne omom ye udi for the ye che omo jeli omo nya do omo ye prisons ana wa ye man indiana ene ye chena ntim fa na bato dem wo ye prison na do mako ndi wona ye man ni ye mfa ye ho because ye kakra na ho na ye prisons oh ndi munya bias sem bi asem me kasa na asem yi me kasa na shebe da bi menya Nigeria ni menya Igbo ni me Ghana ni me I don't have the power me need to me be say me kwakọ pam Nigeria ni say kokrum eh no wo me say kan kum na me yende me need to me ba metra me ka rade is it me better me bi ma no kasa me nye video no reactions na me tana me hwem me say na me pese me okay fi ne ko mba me ka bi am Ghana for na Nigeria ma skala me nka Nigeria ma school me nko ka hwe ye president kwaso no mo tana me na nko ka Nigeria ma school ena o metena ha but mom ye kidnappers o mom ye medress akohwifo akronfom de be chomagu I jail woman. If I don't have sense, I like it. You have sense. Go and sack them. You have sense. You are watching me. You have sense. Go and sack them. If you are watching me, you have sense. Go and sack them, and you will see. Yenzian Nigeria fire demonstration they take Ghana for. Nankadian they say such a massive and chumpanda. Who work who foreigner. Who I don't know Ghana for demonstrations. I don't know Igbo for Nigeria for demonstration take Ghana for. One a mom permit. Any Ghana pose for. Any Ghana security city a mom permit. Who demonstration here man permit about my demonstration and you are telling me met na me penny bi atem I will never insult any penny bi a intimi support you be I will support ya don't come and tell me say I don't have sense and I say I don't like me shut it up I will not shut up I will talk but rather I'm telling you the fact mo mpeno kure do kan kure bi a yeso onye ye do kan kure bi so nyansa abza chana my TV mo de subscribe and like na ebuso ko ngonya kakakra that simple it is what it is confirm ya we don't want to say bra no je ne found in your dan ya bet ne twaso be say share bi share
do me me fa kwanya me so na me tia ma so edina da so yes to confirm ya de renya wa de Christianity me ma me a wo hwe me papa wo hwe sabre be bi a obi a de me ka chi nya se ya chi a de chi a mo subscribe na mo share na mo like and comment to support brother sister ma me a wo hwe me papa wo hwe bi a na confirm ya na me ka se we are so we be nyana se bi wo se we be nyana ayo we are see ya reya isa bi yesu nsu wadwuma physical and spiritual me ma me be hwe me papa be hwe me wo face problem wa abrabo wo tare na awai wo chichira ne asane enema nkoye mfama wo hwe me wo se bi wo chichira ne ma nyina fa konfama fa me number ne busku na se ne Transit Benadani ukare fiada ne kwasiada ne transit Yesu so. Me komunso akase me ensa na kombo so bra fo kira be fo so meti se kira man. Di ewu di asaka te kare afa free patapa am kumadi mu enyina ho. Ana esa komu tie ya anwade efe ne cash money. Ono na se bi wo command sika wutrum kura se bi obeyi sika fu. Ndi se wo hwem ne se wuti ya. Brother, en transit mo bi mfa wo sika enwa nanka. Ai. Men transit mo bi mfa wo sika enwa nanka. Wa wo hwe me wo hia protection wundi protection ti na nyema nkoye mfamo wa wo hwe me sabi wundi bambonti ana nyema ye bisi basa nyema aha se wo ba na se yetena se yebe wura sunsun ede enti na osika sma ye basa ede enti na odima sma ye basa ede enti na sabi awade wo kwa awade ewunya awade ede enti na sabi adwuma wo kwa bekọ adwuma ye promote amanfo da bi sunsun wo attack video chi sa sunsun na wodi wachi wona ekuti obrabo wono na so jesi wa brabo so fi se watena wo jas wa brabo bu se o ma ni je mo wa brabo so denti abrbi e wo so jadi si wa brabo so brane anya amamre ni amane yenye protection ma ne bofu kira ma de wodi asaka ende tiga ni ko peje ni mfafiri wo hwem ne si wuti wo pese onya sika wo pese oye biloni apa wa wuti mi command sika fa na ba ni friend wo pese wa command sika wo face problem awale se madwuma sim sika se mu krata se mu uso bibia mu ana apalo me ma me bi hwe mi sisi wo yale cancer wo yale kidney wo yale diabetes after SB wo yale stroke on fa number no frame
Trading point and anma duma bie many bie mason. Ama se bi meti ahaban kasa. Me na meni ahaban se bi etena ase ne yadim komo. Na mahunu je se bi ahaban ne de wope de wonpe na mahunu se bi emmoa wode boa adasa. Ye wura mu ase bi nye ne se bi nkodi agro ho. Ye ne ahaban ne nubra ne kasa. Wo yare ne se bi fa ne bra. Fa yare ne bra. Na me nkwani ahaban kasa. Ahaban ye betimi asa wo yare no eno na de bebro. Yakeka ahaban ni bebrebe abom. Ahaban ni ye bisemna. Ye de ahaban maako 42. E de aye oil. Oil ni se woda ne sunsun bi no abeda. Woda ase bi ososo da ibasa. Sika ntimi ntra wonsem. Se bi wo kwa abrabum anyema nko yimfama. Oil ni ye oil bi a wode ka ho ase bi obayifu a woyo no behu. Yes. Uyusu oil na bayifu na woyo no behu no wa no wansi. Men tenase enye achinye. Se woji achinye abrabeto oil ni bi. Ne sunsum de wakutie wusika se wakutie wawade. Se bi abrabo wa mabi aye bisi basama no brabeto oil ni bi. About 42 no. Emu 21 ana se bi yede aye semna. Se bi woda ne sunsum ni wabeda. Woda na achire brani na premni na nanka ne epamo. Okopa adwuma ewunya. Okopa sika ewunya. Se bi wo kwa awade ni yemfama wa. Ye wa haban na yede aye semna no. Se wutwale semna na sasaboni bi edi wachi bi obesai. Wo betwa semna ni su bawi na bayusu oil no. Nese bi wa humfi abayifo. Bayifo na woni ni tifie ni wo ho wontimi hwe ni bi. Wo ho besi ni trase. Ye wo favor cream wo. Yeah. Ye wo favor cream wo. Ase bi yaye ni ku. Yaye bi pons. Yaye bi powder. Yaye bi kaji. Eti se ope pons afremi. Ope powder afremi. Ope kaji afremi. Ana ape nku ne so afremi. Sa nku we ana se bi e promote ema ne mema. Yes. Se nku we wo anima. Nipa ni hye wo hu so hye wo so nipa da. Wona wo pese se bi wo pa eso aside kwabena. Se bi wo ba ya so ne yeso. Na wo beji se bi ya miracle items ni bi no. Na wo so de kwa dwale. Na wo yusuma ahoto no fa namba ne frame. Bra beto fever cream. Bra ne bra beto fever cream. Sane wo mema aduro eno ne efenji kaji. De ebema abem mu ayetene. Ebema abem mu ayeduru. Ebema agina so ache. Bema de de bia na meka me se mitu akwa abrochira. Me de bema na eko. Ze meme de ene se miso mu ameyo ho adwuma. Enubra no ye wo de ya hye no moto ho. A wo de be France a wo benum. Ana de ye betwitwa de abra wo benum a wo be ebi wo be hye no bi tesa benum. Eye kokwa aduru. Ene gonori aduru ana ya ka bom ne de meme aduru na ka ho. Eye 3 in 1. Yes, eye 3 in 1. Bra beto meme aduru ni. Pese o gina so che pese o be memu yedu. Bra beto bi. Wo ya resisi ya de wo kokwa aduru a. Ye nya de meme aduru ni bi wa na aba be di ho adanse. Oyoba uni atenka unti feelings ye wa aduro wo a se bi wu kodwale o de be fefa wase within 30 minutes time before ansa no wodwale wodwale wi anu ahoro yes I to us for 7 days pe enka bi wo ase bi abe free wo ebe mu obi hia wo hu so ye wo ba mu a fi so ba bi wo na so ne kodia se bi wo bie ne ho se ya na nanu manimu a ahwefo manimu a ese bi wo se afi eti se wo pe mema aduro ni bi wo pe fever cream ni bi favor soap ni bi ope protection oil ni bi de massa bio e kira be phone ope bia number na go screen asem fa number no the friend 0241 185804 0241 185804 0557 590395 it in that so you still come for the red and white power the king of Christianity problem bia we na mu biada fa number no the friend minim sem repem me no be say dey share apia